So if you have been following this, I did miss 2 days. It is now December 3rd. I did make a recording on one of those days, but it had absolutely terrible audio quality when I went back and listened to it, so I'm not going to post that. I'm going to redo that. But before I finish the rest of the excerpts for you, I just want to talk about one little thing that I do regularly, whether I'm preparing for an audition or not, and that is transposition practice. So I like to make transposition harder than it will be in real life. This audition has transpositions in A and D and E flat, and it's probably 4 or 5 different transpositions. So having that be a regular part of your day and routine can be very helpful. So what I've been doing is I've been playing through every etude in this book. This is the Potag Preparatory Melodies. All of them are actually by Joseph Chantal. And it's nice because they're in order by key signature. So right now I'm in G major land. And what I've been doing is I will play through each etude, and then the next day it'll be in a different transposition. So I've been transposing it into F, well, not transposing, but playing an F, E, E flat, D, C, B flat, and then reading it down an octave in F basso, and then playing up into G, A, B flat alto, and C alto. So I get to play through each of these etudes about 9 times in different keys. So one of the best things to figure that out is you want to go from the horn, which is in F, to the music. So if we're going to be reading something in E flat major, we're going from F to E flat, which is down a whole step. Then you look at your key signature. We're going to notice that my key signature right now is in G major with 1 sharp. Down a whole step from G major is F major. So when I'm playing this piece, horn in E flat, I will be playing a piece with a key signature of F major with 1 flat. So I'd like to figure that out before I dive in and actually start playing it. So right now I'm going to play number 28 in A for you. So this is up a minor third. The key signature is G major, so up a minor third from G major is B major. So I get to have 5 wonderful sharps for this piece. So this one is number 30. I'm playing it in F basso, down an octave. This is a range that is not super comfortable for me, and would be very important for this second horn audition to feel more comfortable in. So that's one of the reasons I like to play down there. And here it goes. So the idea is to get it as musical and follow all of the indications as much as possible, even though it's in a range that's kind of awkward. This next one is going to be horn in B flat, so I'm reading down a fifth. This is number 31 if you have this book. We are in written G major, so down a fifth from that is C major, so I have no sharps or flats to worry about for this piece. So it's important to remember that I'm not exactly sight reading these. I have played them before in different keys, and the first one I always start with is F, which is obviously the most comfortable key, or horn in F, I should say. So I have an idea of how it's supposed to sound before I get to these harder transpositions, but that is the first time I've ever played that in horn in B flat. So in that sense, I am somewhat sight reading it. So you can see that with practice, being able to play in a bunch of different transpositions is very doable, and you can actually focus on doing music and stuff instead of trying to figure out your notes once you've spent some time doing that. I've probably been doing this type of practice for a good 5 years, and it's been not quite daily, but getting closer to daily than not. So we're going to move on to the next one. This is number 32. I'm going to play this one in C. So F to C is going to be down a fourth. So I'm reading everything down a fourth. The key signature is G major. So down a fourth from G major is D major. So I have two sharps that I have to worry about, F sharp and C sharp. Next one, number 33, I'm going to be playing in D. D is down a minor third from F, so I'm reading everything down a minor third. So the key signature on this is G major, one sharp. Reading that down a minor third, we get to E. So I have E major with four sharps. And the first note that's on the page is a written D, so I will be starting on a B below that. So I'm by no means playing this perfectly. There are some little transposition errors, but it's getting me in a good place to be able to read things in different transpositions and learn it much easier because I'm way comfortable playing like this. So last one I'm going to play for you on this video is number 34. We are reading in E flat. E flat is down a whole step from F. And key signature is G major again, so I'll be playing in F major with 1 flat, B flat major. So this is also a nice thing if you know all of your scales and your key signatures. It makes this a heck of a lot easier. So that's all I'm going to do on this for now. I will play an etude in E and then another etude in F. So these are the last, I believe, 5 excerpts from the list that you have not heard yet. First one we're starting with is from Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet. This is from Suite Number 2 in his, from the ballet music. And this is Romeo at the tomb of Juliet. So it's supposed to be a very happy excerpt. Not. This is right before he decides he's going to kill himself. Up next, we have the very, very standard low tutti from Shostakovich's Symphony Number 5. You'll find this on pretty much every audition ever. And this has been kind of the bane of my existence on some of them. So very familiar with it, but not super ever looking forward to playing it. But this is from the first movement. It's one of the interpretations I've heard is that this is when the Nazis were invading Russia. So if you can think of a Nazi blitzkrieg going on, that is the mood for this part of the symphony. And this is all four horns in unison, forte in the low register. Third excerpt today comes from Strauss, Richard Strauss's Don Juan. This is Variation 7 and Variation 8. The annoying thing about this excerpt is you can almost never hear them actually playing it in an orchestra. Did I say Don Juan? I meant Don Quixote. Variation 7, Variation 8. So this is the part of the piece, I believe, where he's attacking windmills, thinking that they're giants. Next, we have an excerpt from Richard Strauss's Ein Heldenleben. This is from towards the beginning. Ein Heldenleben is sort of a mishmash of all of Strauss's piece and means a hero's life. So now we know who he thinks the hero is. So I always like to feel very arrogant when I play these pieces. Ooh, that was terrible. And this is from later on in the piece, about halfway through. Or something like that. And finally, last but not least, this is from the prelude to Wagner's opera Das Rheingold. All this is a giant concert E-flat major chord. So being able to play your E-flat major arpeggio, or in the horn world, B-flat major arpeggio, is important for this one. And also being able to do it in tune.